Good morning, guys. Today I'm going to go over a couple of the mistakes that many people, very many people, were making in their annotations on their notes. So first of all, some reminders. Use colored pencils. Many of you were using highlighters and I couldn't tell the difference between your key terms or your main ideas because you were only highlighting. Okay? If you only have a highlighter, still circle the key terms and then highlight main ideas. That will help me. Okay. Number three, people are highlighting a lot of words that are not part of the main idea. They might be highlighting key terms instead of the main ideas. So remember that the main ideas are those things you need to learn in the notes. And then number four, people started highlighting main ideas in the sample sentences and in the examples and circling words in the examples. No, that's not what you're supposed to be learning. Those are just examples of the main ideas that you're supposed to be learning. So I'm going to back it up. I made a couple of pages of notes. I tried to do the thesis sentence notes the way we had done them in class. And as you can see, I have already chunked my notes. The notes get chunked by main ideas. In order to do that, you've got to reread your notes. Then I numbered the chunks. And let me explain my chunking here. This first part was giving a definition and it was giving synonyms for the thesis. So I put a chunk line here and I put definition because what came after that was two different words that I gave you definitions on, and those are defining the qualities required for a good thesis sentence. So that's a separate chunk. Then down at the bottom, I did write my sample sentences here, and I said not distinctive or improved. So this right here is giving examples. So labeling the parts of your notes like that is also helpful to you. Then on page 2, then I started talking about the prompt, what makes them easy and what makes them difficult. So I put prompts right here. Then I separated this part because this is showing you results when you have a weak thesis, a weak essay, unclear thesis, no focus. Okay, and then finally, I ended the notes with some additional requirements for the thesis. So this part is one chunk. So now let's look at key terms and main ideas. A key term is a word that you need to understand in order for the notes to make sense. So here's our essential question. How do you write an effective thesis? So of course, I need to know what a thesis is in order to get it. Author's opinion on the subject of the essay. Well, I need to know what an opinion is. And then the synonyms: main idea, focus, argument, position. Those are also some key terms. I need to know what this kind of writing argument is. And position, I didn't normally use that word that way. I need to know those words in order to understand main ideas. Now I'm going to highlight my main ideas. So what do I need to know about a thesis? Author's opinion on the subject of an essay. I think I can shorten it down. Author's opinion on subject. So you see, I might have overlapped the main idea with a essential term, okay, or a key term. Let's look at the rest. Main idea, focus, argument, position. Well, I think I should highlight all of those. Those are defining, they're giving a definition for a thesis, so those are also main ideas. Moving on to chunk 2. Coherent is in the standard. It's a key term. If I don't understand what coherent is, I don't understand the standard. So I got to circle that. It means logical, consistent, united to form a whole, makes sense to the reader. Okay, and then we looked at the word distinctive. So I'm going to circle that. That's a key term I need to know. Unique, different from all others. So let's now go in and highlight what the main ideas are of these two definitions. Coherent, logical, consistent, united to form a whole, makes sense to the reader. So I'm going to highlight makes sense. to form a whole idea. And let's see, I think I know the word logical better than I know consistent. I'm going to highlight logical. And then distinctive, unique, different from all others. I think I'll just go unique and different. From all others, I'll keep that in my mind, but I don't necessarily need to highlight that. Now, chunk 3 is giving me 2 examples of a thesis that is not distinctive, sports are valuable, and improved. Participating in athletics on any form offers many valuable benefits. These are about sports. I don't highlight anything in here because these are not about thesis statement. This is not what I need to learn. Moving on to page 2. How do you write an effective thesis statement? Chunk 4 was talking about prompts. Easy when prompt is level 2 or level 3. Question, okay? I am going to circle prompt. I have to know what a prompt is, or that doesn't make sense to me. Challenging when the prompt has no guiding question. Okay, so let me circle that. I need to know what a guiding question is by that. So I'm thinking a guiding question is a level 2 or a level 3 question because this is the opposite of this. So now let me go back and highlight main ideas. Easy when prompt is level 2 or level 3. Okay, so easy, level 2 or level 3, but I do need prompt in there. Easy prompt is level 2 or level 3. Challenging when prompt has no guiding question. So challenging prompt has no guiding question. I need to highlight all of that. You highlight pretty much in your notes because your notes are already condensed. Chunk 5 is giving me the results. A weak thesis equals a weak essay. An unclear thesis is no focus. What do I need to circle there? Nothing. I know all of those words by now. I could circle essay again and I could circle focus. And what's the main idea there? They're kind of saying the same thing. A weak thesis is a weak essay. An unclear thesis is no focus in the paper. I think I'm just going to highlight weak thesis, weak essay, because this is just another way to say it down here. Now, my last chunk that I did for you, for example, is chunk 6, which I feel gives more requirements for the essay. It elaborates on the requirements. So, thesis must be supported with evidence. I need to know thesis, which I already do by now, and I need to know evidence, or this isn't going to make sense to me. Others must be able to disagree. Thesis cannot be fact. I've got to know what a fact is, or this doesn't make sense to me. So that is a key term. Now, what are my main ideas? Thesis must be proven or supported with evidence. So I'm going to highlight thesis, and I'm just going to go supported with evidence. These are the same, so I don't need to highlight both. Others must be able to disagree. Others must disagree. Not everyone maybe, but somebody must be able to disagree. Thesis cannot be fact. I'm just going to highlight cannot be fact. So this is showing you the difference between key terms that are circled that I need to know in order for these notes to make sense to me, and then the main ideas, those things that I need to learn and able to do this skill or to get this right on the test. So this week we will be annotating more notes. Make sure that you do it as I have shown you. And I also want you to make sure that when you draw your chunk lines, you draw them all the way through. I spoke with Ms. De La Torre. If you're an Avid and you don't draw your chunk lines for her, it doesn't matter. You're still going to draw them for me because I want them. So your chunk line will go all the way through, and you'll see the chunks over here in the essential questions part. Okay, or the questions part. Draw your chunk lines all the way through. Have a great day, my people.